That's the game. Start.
That's the game.
That little song.
That was good.
There's like a little jingle, then it starts. We're playing Vampire Survivor. This is a game my girlfriend recommended.
Yep, and it's very
It is really fun. I wasn't expecting it to be... Well, actually, that's kind of up to say. Like, kind of throw my girlfriend in the bus, but I wasn't sure what to expect, because it kind of looks like a...
Wait, say that again? Expect. Say that.
What did I say?
Corey, you said expect, but say expect.
I wasn't expecting... But anyways, I wasn't expecting it to be
so good.
So good, but it's really addicting.
Well, check this out. Right? We're gonna start. You're gonna go, what?
They're gonna be like, this is lame.
Yes,
I'm leaving a scathing review.
You guys sound so whipped right now. Some broad tells you to play a fucking game, and all this stuff.
This game is $2.
You like
this game is $2.
Well, this game is $2, right? I was like, this can't be good, and then I saw this, and I saw this right here, and I was like, okay, this is gonna suck. And look, all you can do is move left and right, up and down, and it auto attacks. And I was like, I hate these. These suck. But then, okay, you get hit by a bat. Well, what do you think?
You get your first gem.
You get your gem. You're like, wait a second.
Suddenly you're like, all the endorphins are going off in your head.
Wait a minute.
Just get ready.
Oh!
Yeah.
See?
And then get the laurel, because you want the shield.
I want the laurel.
But you do want the book. You do want the King's Bible.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is literally the game, and I know it doesn't look like much, but just wait.
Just you wait, Lyle. I can see you're already like,
Lyle's
scratching your chin.
over here.
I'm not impressed so far.
Lyle's falling asleep.
That's how I was. I was like, this looks boring.
No, once it starts picking up, it will. You will be overwhelmed in about 2 minutes, literally.
Fuck. Okay, here we go. Lyle, just quit.
I could see this having like a Risk of Rain type appeal. If,
exactly.
That's what it is, yeah. Once you start getting cool power-ups and leveling up again. So, I think this game is made in Game Maker, because all these enemies look like free assets from Game... Ooh, get PG on.
I like the bird.
Pidgeotto. All these things are like directly from Game Maker. It feels like, at least. This looks like a Game Maker game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes!
Like when you walk around the overworld and these are the things you fight in your turn-based little adventure with your little characters. Steam has a huge problem with really mediocre fucking Game Maker games.
Once they started letting like any game get on there...
Yeah, there was no damage control.
That was a bad idea.
You know, this is funny. There is a discovery queue on Steam. And one day I decided I'm gonna go through to the discovery queue, so I decided to do it. I'm at like 10,000 games I've looked over to my discovery queue. I used to be able to see the titles in my queue. I can't even see it anymore. It's like, now I have so many queues, my fucking browser crashes sometimes. Or my thing crashes.
There was a week, like...
Firewall.
Maybe about a month ago, where everyone was being recommended a game called Nazi Furry.
Oh, that game.
I saw that.
Yeah, everyone did. It got recommended to everybody.
Wow.
I was like, what the hell? Why am I being recommended Nazi Furry? And
it's because you date Hitler.
Could have been my evil search history, but then Monica got recommended Nazi Furry.
She doesn't like furries or Nazis.
First of all, I got recommended Nazi furries 3 times in the discovery queue, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then I went on fucking Twitter, and like 3 people were like, what? Why am I being recommended Nazi furry? And I was like, oh, so this is like a epidemic.
Yeah, this is started. It's not going away. By the way, I have played Nazi Furry. It's not that great. It's kind of a bland point-and-click game with really mediocre fuck scenes, and honestly, I would not recommend it.
Nazi worth your time?
Yeah, it's definitely not worth your time.
It's not worth seeing?
I honestly think Nazi Furry is kind of mediocre, but you should probably check out Furry Party. That one's pretty good.
I've never heard of that one, Corey. Why don't you delve into it?
Okay, so it's literally what it is. It's just a bunch of furries sitting around and you fuck them. Actually, funny enough, when you go through Discovery Queue, the most common game you see if you have adult games open are these like nasty, like gnarled 3D picture games where it's just like single pictures that move like as if you're watching a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
And these fucking games have clouded the goddamn Steam Workshop. Like if you look at the game, it's literally like My Naughty Nurse fucking 3, and it's the same goddamn game as My Naughty Nurse 2. It's just a different fucking nurse and tits.
It's the same thing.
But the faces are like, I don't need what do you call it? Like ray trace? I don't need ray tracing on a fucking picture if there's like no gameplay to begin with, and I don't care about like generic 3D stuff that you. Like, it's the kind of 3D stuff you would see if you go to a porn site where if you click it, you think you would get like a malware on your computer.
Yeah.
Like, it's that kind of 3D.
It's like, this Naruto game will make you come for 8 weeks. Yeah.
And that has plagued the Steam workplace, and there are a lot of games like that, and it's because Steam hasn't, like, now they don't have green light, they can't, like, stop these maniacs from fucking, like, uploading just trash.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably just become, like, content farm shit, the same way those, like, Johnny, Yes Papa videos.
If you're a company like Steam, can you not hire a few people to just sift through, like, sit down and just sift through it? Huh?
Time clock.
Time clock? Oh, wow. Ooh.
Have you been paying attention, Lyle?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Isn't this the best game ever?
It's a game.
Come on, Lyle.
It's a game.
Once you play it, you'll be like, wait a minute.
I'm not angry at it.
Your little brain will be like,
yeah. Once you get into it, you will have heart palpitations because you will be so terrified. You will see these tiny little pixels coming at you, and your life will flash before your eyes.
This is everything I like about a game right here.
This is what games were built for. This is all men think about.
And you don't have to. It's such a nice game. You don't have to do anything. You just WASD and that's it.
Editor, can you take the fucking meme of like the woman looking over at the guy? He's like, I bet he's thinking of fucking another woman, and then have the guy just have like footage of the gameplay in here.
Yeah. Are those plants closing? Oh, that's not like the level border. Those are enemies.
Yeah, no, they're bad. They're evil, but then they go away for a sec.
I always love how the sprites, they can't move their hands because they're forever stuck T-posing.
Yeah.
But they just sort of like undulate. That's the word.
Ooh.
Okay, word of the day. You don't gotta rub it in, all right?
Corey, you've never said a big word like that. How did you learn that?
If I do say a big word, it's usually choreographed, where I say the wrong version of it. That's very common. I can't help it.
Like...
you should give me an example. I don't know.
Like your word for develop is uppy.
Uppy?
Yeah.
No. It would still be develop, but it would probably be like divulge. I'd be saying like I gotta divulge into a new game.
That's true, you would do that.
When I meant to say develop.
Corey, I feel like if we just pushed you a little bit and got you a little bit smarter, you'd just be like a boring, intelligent guy with like reasonable opinions.
Push me? Reasonable? You don't think my opinions are reasonable?
I do. But I think they're just stupid enough to be funny.
I bitch about the most like I bitch about the stuff that nobody would even think about caring about.
The thing that fucks with me though is you're usually right though.
Yeah, I tend to always be right. It's a curse, honestly.
Corey's smart, but the way he says things is very
dumb.
stupid.
That's gonna be carved into my epitaph. Corey's stupid, but he says dumb. What he said was dumb.
What did you say earlier? Oh
what
shit!
What did I say earlier?
You said something crazy. I forget what it was.
I can't even think for myself. Was it like super sexist? Wait, go back and get the treasure thing.
Uh-oh. You were referencing like Forrest Gump or something. I forget.
Oh, Forrest Gump. I was like saying it like Forrest Gump had like he had like a Tourette's where he had to say like life is like a big dick. Like a big dick. Life is a big
fat dick.
Yeah, I kept saying that over and over as if he was like screaming on the parch bench.
I liked it.
It didn't make sense in any context. Why? First of all, the people would leave. They wouldn't sit next to Forrest Gump if he kept on like.
It would just completely kind of ruin the tone of the movie.
That's exactly what you fucking said.
It would.
First of all, it'd make the movie 20 times more funnier, but it would be over in 5 minutes.
True, because everyone would just stand up and walk away. Like when we were at the Assai place today, and there was this like schizo outside.
Oh, scary.
He was sitting down, and he kept going like he had headphones on, plugged into the wall. He was stealing their electricity. But then he was singing along to like a rap, and he was going like.
I thought he was, but then it sounded like he was screaming.
He was screaming. He was doing exactly that. He was going, and then we walked out past him, and he went, "Hey, how's it going?" It was so fucking stupid.
It's like, what does he expect us to turn around and be like, oh, us? Oh, we're doing great. Thank you. How are you doing?
Max help.
I went to a Mexican restaurant with Tomar a little while ago. And
Tomar? He's not Mexican.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get him in some trouble.
Race.
And this fucking, like, weird person screaming in, like, a fucking, like a hospital gown walked by us. and we were like, were we just like side characters in like a fucking like, you know, where it's just like we just craned our necks and just like looked at like, what was that? You know, like like the villain is escaping kind of. Yeah, it was literally a hospital gown.
To be honest, today when we were going to get Starbucks, I thought I saw some dude who was in like the same garb from 28 Days Later, because he was wearing like a long sleeve white shirt, but it had a bunch of words on it, which was like, I don't know, religious doctrines.
You know what? It was like very. If you're talking about the Starbucks you guys usually go to, like the one by the IHOP.
Yes.
The Mexican restaurant was literally right there next
to it. So
maybe
it's his daily haunt.
Yeah, he might roam those grounds. Yeah.
Because he looked like he was in it. It might have just been like the latest fashion. I don't know. I'm not really up on it.
But then on the very same day, we were driving back. And we saw like a woman with like big elephant legs, like walking in the middle of the street.
What?
Like
she had a deformity?
Yes, but she was walking like
she had
down
2 club feet.
And I'm talking like big like major street. She was just walking like dead center down the middle of it. So I don't know if like
she was like an elephant on like the Great African Plains.
In the middle of the road?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if there was like a fucking break at the mental ward that day or something, but it was
probably.
Like it was within the same hour we saw both those things.
A bunch of people probably got let out of prison that day. That's probably what happened.
Do they just do that? Okay, we're full. We gotta
literally. Yes, they just like release people when it gets too full.
Get out of prison for good behavior.
Whoa!
That's probably what they do.
Fuck.
If you're a good little prison boy, you get out early.
So basically, you can do whatever you like.
As long as you say sorry a lot afterwards.
Just apologize.
There's a giant mantis. Yes! Yummy.
So here's the thing. Chris is level 15, and he's got to kill enemies, and that's where we are right now.
Impressed.
And this is the whole game. Like, right now, Chris isn't really attacking. He's just walking, and the auto-attacking is happening.
I like it, though. Woo. Whip or damage?
Whip. You want to have a lot of whip.
Okay.
Because, like, if your whip is low, you're not going to be able to survive the dreaded boss fight.
I really want, there's this one item, that, it's like an orb, you pick it up and it sucks all the coins in the game into you. It's so cool.
It sets off all fucking alarm bells in your head.
Is this one of those games where it just lets you get really broken?
Yes.
It can, yeah.
But the game is really hard, so it's like cool.
It balances itself out. It's not like, you know, another game that's really interesting is Noida. I didn't really know about that.
Oh yeah, showed him.
And Chris showed me it, and Chris made some fucking insane broken runs. Like, Chris made a run where he had magic that created water so he could flood the entire place, and then he also turned into electricity so he could fucking murder and maim everybody and just melt face. But the only problem was Chris couldn't swim, so he was stuck in his own hell where he drowned but killed everything. Yeah. And another time, like, you had like this, you could basically had an indefinite thing. The thing about Noida is it's kind of it's kind of like Terraria mixed with like a really robust roguelike. It's really good.
Yeah, we played it a lot on the channel.
It's fucking awesome.
I love it.
I never knew about it.
If interested in what Noida is, we have a lot of videos.
Yeah, so check it out.
But I was really bad in all those videos. I got way better.
Yeah, he's really good. It'll just be fun to watch.
We'll get a new thumbnail where you're really good at it then. Okay. And we'll do a new series where you're good at it.
Yeah, you gotta make Chris look his best. Professional gamer where he's like all on the keyboard and stuff.
Jesus, man, this is getting actually scary.
This is scary.
I need a fucking health upgrade.
Once the undead army shows up, you know time's running out.
Yeah.
The health upgrade isn't as good as like in the second one. In the one Lexi was playing, there was plenty of health drops.
Now it gets hard. Now I'm fucked.
Now it's wolfing hour. Oh,
yeah. When the wolves come out and the ghosts come to play, you get chased down pretty fast.
These fuckers punch the enemies towards you.
You got a lot of speed though. Excuse me, I was belching.
Can you do anything to heal yourself?
I need to find like these things, these torches. Sometimes there's health in them, but
yeah.
Fuck.
Chris needs more luck so we can get more drops.
Yeah, you can get a luck upgrade. You can get all sorts of crap.
Chris is like getting pretty boned. You haven't got a lot of armor though.
Yeah, I need that.
The game hasn't really given you much.
I'm like halfway.
But yeah, I mean, like when you're talking about games, right? Like this is all like when it comes to making like fun games that can just keep your attention for a while, it really doesn't take much. It just, you need this like sense of progression and like satisfaction with like overwhelming odds.
Good upgrades that like make you feel good
Yeah,
instantly.
make you feel strong but not overpowerful. Like you still feel like there's room for improvement. And I know that sounds like a lot to do in a game, and it probably is, but it's like that's like the ideal. If you want to talk about the science of making games fun, like phone games nowadays, like
oh my god,
there's like they know the science to making games fun, but like they also don't.
Dude,
oh Jesus,
I got fucking
you turned into a smear.
Oh frick.
Lyle, you should try it, and you should see how it feels.
All right,
you should play it.
Did you name this one?
No.
Her name was Pasqualina?
Yeah.
They've all got silly
You should
names.
be able to name them.
Look,
Imelda.
that priest is called Clarice.
So this auto attacks, and I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you just walk around, and then you just aim, and then it does it for you. Your movement is slightly faster because we've invested a little bit into it.
A little bit.
We need a little bit more.
You can permanently upgrade your character, which is cool.
Don't get pentagram.
Oh yeah, pentagram sucks. Don't get that.
You want that late game. You don't want it early, or else you'll fuck your run, because it erases everything, including your experience.
Your money.
Oh. That fucking scares me.
Yeah, it sucks really bad.
What is it, the IRS?
I'm getting really sick of the flack people give the IRS.
They're trying their IR best.
I'm getting real sick of it.
The IRS.
Corey,
I haven't had to deal with them in a long time.
Well, that's probably
since
not
you're big on
good.
it.
No, it's because I go to H&R. You want to hear something interesting? This probably sounds like, you know, living life 101, but I actually started to build my credit for the first time. I had credit before when I was young, but I ended up screwing myself and becoming a delinquent as far as like credit scores go, and I fucked myself, and that stuff doesn't go away for years. But recently I got a credit card, and I was too afraid to use credit and like build credit, but then I needed a new bed because my back was like fucked up, and so I was like, all right, we need a new bed. It's way too expensive. I'm just gonna use a credit card and buy it. And what credit essentially is it's like it just goes into a big money pile. I thought I would have to worry about a lot of stuff, but it basically goes into, you only have a certain amount of limited money. It goes into the,
I mean, as long as you can pay it off.
yeah,
it's
exactly.
Fine.
But it's like you don't have to pay it all off. You just have like, they give you a certain percentage to pay off. They're like, pay off like $25 a month, and then you just pay it off $25 a month. But I usually pay off like $100 a month.
Mm.
And when you do that and you don't pay it all off, you build credit really fast.
Yes, that's one thing that I learned about credit. I don't know if this is the fucking forum for this, but
no, it is.
One of the things I learned about credit, because I had like kind of garbage credit, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I was using my card and just paying it all off.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And then like I kind of got into some financial trouble and like let my credit kind of get shit, and it accrued some fees.
Yes.
And then I started paying that off, and then my credit went like way through the roof. So
really?
it was like,
yeah.
It was like, I was like, are you shitting me? Like the time I fucked up is what built my credit.
Exactly.
And that's how I learned it was all bullshit.
It is all bullshit.
It is all bullshit. You know why? Because I didn't have credit for like 10 years, and then 1 year I had perfect credit. I don't understand. I don't even know what happened.
I don't really get credit. It has to do something like it's better to have worse credit, because in the future you can get better credit, because it's like it's like you're in the system.
This is great financial advice.
I don't know how to explain it. I was a delinquent because I didn't pay off my...
Guys, just make sure to fuck up early, and then
fuck
it'll
up
be
early.
good.
Get delinquency so you fuck your credit up so you can't find any place to live.
Well,
you
you
can
got a
just
treasure.
be a squatter. And then you can build your credit better and faster. And that's how you hack the
Corey,
system.
no one's gonna take financial advice from you, Corey.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm a financially sure.
You should start like a self-help book, like for sure.
For sure.
But I think right now,
listen, this is like credit for dummies. Like, I'm not telling you like what you should do.
I'm just saying
I'm just telling you the rules.
You need to work out. You need to get buff, and then you need to start having controversial opinions on Twitter, and then that's when you start like espousing these opinions.
I can't do that.
And then someone will pay you like $600 a month for it.
It's not worth it.
Well,
Look at them go.
Because like no one would believe me.
they would if you were
I
buff.
believe you, Corey.
No.
You know what I love about this game?
Oh, maybe they would. People love buff people with nice cars, yeah.
I love how much shit is on screen, but I don't think that they wouldn't be able to do this with 2 players with so much shit on screen, right?
No, this could not be done with 2 players.
That's really sad, because this would be so fun with 2 people.
It would be really fun with 2 players.
I think you guys are thinking pretty small. I think you could easily do this with 2
No, I don't think you can, because...
What's one more thing on screen?
Get the crossbow.
Well, then the game has to keep track of both things through internet on both people's screens.
I guess.
It's a lot of shit going on.
I mean, they do Left 4 Dead and shit. That's a lot of guys.
But there's a lot of, like, trickery going on. Like, a lot of the things, like, the ragdolling, like, props and shit aren't really happening for both people.
Can I talk about credit again?
Like, the same anyway. Corey, shut up about credit.
But I just want to say, I want to give a story.
Is it funny?
It's not really funny. It's just like
it's just credit.
It's just a life experience.
Corey, half of the people have left.
Okay,
because of you, dude.
Well, there's still half people left, so you know we still have half the audience.
And they're all like fucking like accountants. And they're like, this is interesting.
The ones who are staying are the ones who are interested in my credit stories.
Lyle, has your brain gotten addicted yet? Come on,
bit, yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, see, like once there's more enemies, you kind of like get into it.
Oh, it's so fun. I got a good story I can tell you guys.
Do it.
I visited Ireland recently, saw my family and friends.
I also have a story about going somewhere.
I also went to Ireland to see your family and friends.
Yeah, I was in Ireland. I just didn't say hi to you. I was kind of in the background waving.
But anyways, went to a theme park that's like close by where I live in Ireland.
Credit park theme park?
No, Corey, it's a fucking, okay, I gotta say, this place sucks my ass, right? I've been going there since I was a kid, but I hadn't been there in about 10 years. So last time I was there was no, longer than that. It's been about 20 years since I was last there. So it's this place in Waterford called Tramore, right? It's this little theme park, and it's like everybody knows about it in Ireland. It's like, oh, Tramore is the place. That's all fun. Tramore. It's just it's a little tiny theme park, right? Well, it's not even a theme park. You just walk in and you pay money to get on each ride. That's how it works. You just walk into a ride and you pay money, right? But I went with my little cousin, and then every single ride we got on, it like physically like beat the shit out of me. Like it hurts so fucking bad just sitting on each ride. Like you know those things where it's just like a row of seats and then it's attached to a big thing that just spins around over and over?
Oh yeah.
Like you go up and you pay like €4 to get on it, and then you sit on it, and then all the people like getting you locked in are like pissed off like mean people.
Yeah,
they're all super mean.
You have to hate your job for living in this theme park from the 1980s. But
yes, like they have to do this horrible job of just securing people for like the entire summer, and it was like a heat wave, so I don't blame them, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as the ride starts, it's like it's too much. It's like too violent, right? And they don't strap you in properly. So I was like literally shaking from one end of the seat to the other, like back and forth, and it was beating the ever-loving shit out of me. And after the first 2 rides, I was like, I don't think I can do this. Like I didn't think it was actually gonna.
Were there any roller coasters, like wooden roller coasters?
There was no roller coaster. The biggest, scariest ride was this thing that like goes fucking 200 feet up in the air and spins around really hard.
That's horrifying.
But man, after one of these rides, I like threw it in my bag. It was,
shit. I got minced Corey. It's Corey time.
This is the perfect game for being in a call.
Wow, I'm an idiot.
Corey, when your accountant calls you, talks about taxes and credit, you just play this game. Like,
Genuinely, like I do not give a shit about like accountant or money or any of that stuff because like
you certainly can't stop talking
life by
about
the seat of my pants, and I just sort of like go along with it.
What does that mean? Is that a real saying? I live life by the seat of my pants.
It is a real saying, but I don't know if he's using it right.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right.
I think it's fly by the seat of your pants. But
there you go. See, that's a Coreyism and showing its full. I can't help it. You know what I meant.
Yeah, okay. No, I did.
So, what was I talking about?
I don't know. Corey, maybe actually quit. Sorry, quit. I know you just started.
Yeah, quit.
Do a different level. Do a different level just to show
show the bands.
Options.
They don't want to see green forest. They want to see red Corey.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go to the second stage and get my ass beat.
I know it's fine.
No, it's not.
It is fine. Just let's show the viewers.
It's fine.
Different
just
levels.
Die.
This is not sponsored, by the way. We just like the game. This game's $2. Dude.
Yeah, it's $2. Go play it. It's really good.
And even Lyle said it was really good.
Yeah, so you know it's good.
And he hates everything. Whoa.
Neither of those things are true.
Lyle, you're a consumer. You play every game and enjoy it. And it pisses me off.
We've been over this, Chris. I don't... I don't enjoy every game. I just enjoy every game you don't enjoy.
Well, I've been over this. I was just kidding, and I was making a joke, and now you've made me look like a real shit.
Wait, guys.
I don't like
have you
that.
played the new Last of Us?
You mean the 2, or do you mean like the remake?
The second
No,
Last
not
of
the
Us.
second one. Who cares about that? The first one.
No, I wasn't even talking about
The
Last
new
of Us
old
2.
Last of Us?
Yeah, the new one, the remake. The
I don't know why
remake.
that fucking game even needs to exist, but I'll probably...
I had no idea the game was already on the PS3, and that confuses me.
That's what it came out on.
No, no, I
the
mean like the
PS4?
PS4. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like I had no idea it was already out, because like when you see it on the PS3, you're like, holy shit, the quality of it's like completely different. But the PS4 one looks fine.
Yeah, my theory on that is that they just grabbed a bunch of assets from The Last of Us 2 and put them back in The Last of Us 1.
That's 100 what they did.
And
Well,
it was
they redid
probably
the models
cheap.
of the, like, you know.
What they're trying to do is erase
It's not
everyone's
worth-
memory of
Dude,
2.
that's such. That's so shitty.
It is shitty.
They should be charging $30 for that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not interested in those kinds of...
Stop supporting these shitty fucking developers.
Another thing too is like you hear about like a new Madden coming out, and it's like everyone's like, this game sucks. It's like, stop buying it. Like, why does everyone buy these fucking games? I know this is going on deaf ears because everyone who watches this shit does not play the new Madden. Every time these games come out, they're always an abject failure, and like there's always
What do you mean? They're
no,
always
they're not.
wildly successful.
You know what I mean? Like, an audience, everyone hates it. People on Twitter are always like, these games are glitchy, and they're showing like screenshots of how there's literal assets from like 2009 or some shit.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
There was one
As
on
long as
the
it makes
matter.
money.
There was one on the Wii where straight up they just released the same game 2 years in a row, and they didn't even like change
Yeah,
the
exactly.
menu splash.
So they did in the new one.
Like it literally said like it was like Madden like 09 or something.
Yeah, they had banners in the background that was like
you
Madden
fucking serious?
2014 in the new
Yeah,
one.
the splash at the start said Madden 08 still. Like it was literally the same
No
exact
effort.
game.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I commend that, actually.
Yeah, it takes some balls
If you're
to
gonna rip
waste
people off, at least be honest about it.
Yeah, at least you know what you're getting. These big poop monsters are annoying.
They're not poop. They're like, oh, they are poop.
And these tree monsters are even more annoying.
I thought that their arms
What
up
the
in the
hell
air
is
were
that?
their like squinting eyes,
What
and
the
I thought
fuck?
their eyes were their nose.
Why the fuck am I slow?
Oh, you
The fuck just happened?
fool.
Oh, Chris,
Huh?
this thing is what the green arrow was. Permanently allows to peek at discovery weapons evolution and what?
I
So
guess
the green arrow is something. You were right, Chris. We do need to go to the green arrows. All right. Well, it's good to know.
look at that guy. I like how he moves.
I don't want to fight him. He's a tough mummy.
He looks like when people try to animate shit in After Effects.
That's what I'm saying. All these anime, like they can't move their hands.
the
They just
puppet pin.
made it.
Corey, you
Puppet
really need
pencil.
the backwards whip.
I know. I need any kind of upgrade and any kind of jewels.
Oh, this has been getting kind of hard, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really fucking hard.
What I like
How
about
you
this
like that?
game is that I don't think the waves change depending on what level you are. It's all just on a timer, so you really have to like hustle and like move.
Yeah, you have to upgrade
Get the
it.
garlic.
That's how
I need
that's
speed.
how Risk of Rain works.
I like that.
Yeah, I said, Chris, you'd probably like Risk of Rain.
I
It's
played
good.
Risk of Rain. I like Risk of Rain too.
You like the second one?
Yeah, that's
I
the
hate these witches. They're fucking annoying.
the other fuckers.
They're fricks.
Yeah, Risk of Rain has definitely been my go-to. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm listening to like a podcast kind of game.
That's
for
the
a little
perfect
bit.
game to
That's
just
Isaac.
fuck around on.
That's Isaac for me. Like thousands of hours in Isaac. Definitely way more now because I played it on Switch and I beat almost half of it.
I'm really sad that PUBG is so shit now. That was mine. I used to just love that.
Dude, why are there so many tough... I'm on level 5, man! I'm not even fucking idiot!
This is crazy.
Like 4
actually.
minutes in!
It's because of the timer. You're like way behind in leveling up, so you're kind of fucked.
Good Christ.
Chris, have you actually edited or put some like dramatic music behind this? Chris, have you ever tried Fortnite?
I don't want to talk about it.
Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, it's like, but it's a better game than PUBG, but it's also like really
It's just
annoying.
cringy. I don't want
like,
to play
and
it.
I don't like the building, and I know that there's a classic there's a no build mode, but I don't want to put
I just
up.
don't want to play Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't like the aesthetic. I don't like the appeal to it.
I get that it's like the
Wait,
thing.
I don't like the appeal to it. I don't.
I
cut
kinda
that
like
out.
the
That
appeal
was
of
a
it.
Coreyism.
That was stupid.
You did it. He infected you.
I don't like looking at it. I don't like listening to it. I don't like the people's little.
Yeah, I don't like the 14 million dance. The only thing I do like is the models, and they did a recent update with Dragon Ball characters where you can run around as Goku and shoot
Kamehameha.
Kamahas.
Have you seen all the people mispronouncing
Kamamas,
it?
yeah, like
It's so
I just got blown
funny.
up by the Kumanometer. It's like, alright, dude.
This player tried to Kamehameha me.
You see, I got blown up by Kumanometer. That shit's funny. All you gotta do is watch the fucking just watch a goddamn episode of Goku going Kameha, and you can figure out what it's fucking called. You dumbasses!
Jesus, Corey.
You freaking fricks!
You made me look bad.
Freaking
Oh,
fricks, you
no.
made me look bad.
All right, but what I want to say about Fortnite is they added a Bulma model.
No way, really?
Yeah, but they gave her like the flattest ass you ever did see. It's
Well,
like Hank Hill proportions.
I don't install immediately.
What?
Didn't they give Chun-Li a big fat ass?
Yeah,
They did,
exactly.
yeah.
They made Chun-Li like with like junk in the trunk, but they gave like Bulma a fucking deflated balloon ass. But it's funny because if it's based off of the goddamn anime, she's got like the biggest ass known to man in the whole fucking series. I'm disappointed, Fortnite. You have all these modelers who made like Chun-Li hot and like fucking Cammy hot, but then you take Bulma and like you gave her fucking nothing. Like, go to hell.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
You should see Goku's ass. He got a huge ass.
This is what I mean when I say Corey's usually right. He just says shit in a dumb way.
He is right.
I don't know. I wanted to play Fortnite and I kind of wanted to play as Bulma, but then I saw her, she didn't have an ass, and I'm like, I guess I'm never playing Fortnite ever again.
The main appeal of Fortnite to me is
the asses, yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's the back shots.
Is the voice chat. Just fucking with people. Just listening to people freak
The
out.
main appeal is running around as Rick and Morty trying to battle Thanos. That's what it's all about. As Sasuke using a shotgun and then like Orange Justicing on a dead body.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, dude. That's a Fortnite. I wish
true.
I could. You know what? For some reason, I haven't gotten any fucking things. I know I'm really bad at this game. I'm kind of just like walking around talking.
Yeah, you're like not killing stuff, so.
To be fair, it's because these fucking witches are annoying.
No, I mean
Yeah.
like you're not doing enough damage to get
Yeah,
those
like,
jewels
it's
on
bullshit.
the floor. Yeah.
I'm just like trying to like do damage and I can't do anything.
Maybe this level should be played once we upgrade your character more in the menu.
That's what I was saying, but Lexi played it totally fine and got like fucking level 50.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it's like, I'm just bad. It's fine. I accept
money.
it. I'm kind of just like walking around though and talking.
Yeah, what do you use money for?
You buy better upgrades and shit.
Just pick up the money, Corey.
I'm just sick of these witches.
Is it like your permanent upgrade currency?
Ooh,
Thank
that's
you.
Yummy food.
Yeah, no, yeah, use money. I haven't got any treasure chests either. Have you noticed that?
You definitely need to. Next time you upgrade, hopefully you get another projectile of some kind.
They haven't given me anything though. They've given me
Yeah.
no options, and I'm just trying to run away from these witches who keep following me.
Oh, there's
like,
a ton of coins.
it just feels like it's bullshit.
There you go. Magic wand or whip. Whip
Whip
would
it.
do
Yeah,
both.
whip.
Yeah.
Definitely need whip. I only
Okay.
have level 2.
There you go. Oh
Get-
yeah,
getting
that's
into
But yeah,
Throw
I don't
behind
want to
you
play.
is
I don't want to play
super
Fortnite.
useful.
I don't want to play Among Us. I'm just not interested in those games.
yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I can see the appeal to both. They're both great games for what they are. But
Yeah, I mean
just
they're
don't
fine.
care.
I just don't want to play them. I don't know. I don't like team-based
Ooh.
games that are fun. I like playing alone and being antisocial.
Oh shit. There's a lot of things.
That is a lot of things, and they're going to F me the heck up.
Oh, fuck, Corey. Oh. Empty tome. Oh. Fuck, man.
Maybe I should have used the Exorcist thing.
Yeah, fuck.
I don't think you're gonna make it.
I did really bad that round, but to be fair, those witches are unfair.
That was horse shit.
Yeah, they were slowing me down at the very beginning.
I'm sorry I made you do that.
No, it's
I just thought
fine.
it would be good to show off more of the
You
game.
should go to a different
Yeah,
stage
go to
now,
stage
Chris.
3, Chris.
Look who's
Oh,
back in the
fuck,
pit.
the other
He feels
stage.
Okay, I'm being an ass, I see. Oh, Corey, this level sucks. I forgot about this.
Yeah, I know. Have fun.
Oh, look, the orb. I'm
Nice.
gonna save that.
Perfect timing.
Fuck.
All right, so
There we go. This music's sick as hell,
those
too.
are like fishmen.
I like fish.
This must be like, oh, this is like a man. This is like Dexter's lab. Like
It's
a
just like
laboratory.
Dexter's lab.
It
Oh, the
looks
whip.
like it. It actually looks like Dexter's lab.
Getting the whip to whip behind you is super important at the beginning.
I didn't
too.
even have that.
Yeah, I know.
The game fucked me.
It did. I'm sorry, Corey.
It's just the witches. Like, to fight that at level 1, to have enemies that slow you down is a little unfair.
It's a little BS. You're right.
I mean, it is
No,
all just
I didn't mean
randomly
to do
generated.
that. God damn it.
Wow, Chris.
It's because your aura. You can
Your
grab really
avarice
shit.
has fucked you once
Chris, go
more.
to the green arrows, remember?
Avarice. Oh, yeah. King Bible. I'll do that.
Yeah, so you want to go to the green arrows because they give you upgrades. So there is a purpose to this game. It's not just like run around in a circle and collect gems.
You guys are learning so much.
I can show you the world.
I never played this game. Except like an hour ago, 2 hours ago.
Did you see that?
Those are definitely just Castlevania.
That is Castlevania
right?
enemies.
I mean, they all
remember
kind
those
of were already, but that one was pretty blatant.
I was telling Chris, Konami could have made a game like this using Castlevania characters, just like a big arena thing where they just keep closing in on you.
Or they could have made like a slot machine.
They could have
better.
made a virtual Plinko experience.
That's what I would want to see them do.
That
with
shit
it.
makes me
They probably
so sad.
would have done it.
They had those like, oh, you know, I've already talked about it.
But Konami,
Those
how lame they
amazing
are.
Metal Gear 3 like remade assets, and they used it on a
Yeah,
fucking
they
pachinko
used it on
machine.
like a pachinko
That
machine.
is so fucking sad.
embarrassing.
Because those things bring in fucking crazy
I know.
money.
I mean, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
but in Japan,
But then they should use that crazy money to just make Metal Gear 3, you know?
If you look up like most profitable media
fuck.
franchises of all time,
Yeah.
Evangelion is like up there.
Oh, really?
Yes, but the reason it's up there is because there's a really popular like fucking slot machine or something that's like Evangelion themed.
do you guys want to hear a story?
More than anything. Go on.
Okay, so this is kind of just a
Wait,
call.
what's the theme, Corey?
The theme is, it's kind of random,
It's
but
not credit.
no, it's not credit.
Okay, go on.
Go on.
It's not credit. I bought this thing at Best. It's about Best Buy and how shit it is.
Oh, I love Best Buy. And how
Yeah,
shit
they're
it
fucking
is.
terrible.
Yeah.
But I went to Best Buy and I got this thing. It was a Shantae plushie, and inside the box for the Shantae plushie had a digital code for the game.
Really?
It's what it seemed like, because on the box it said digital code with plushie, and you're like, wow, that's fucking cool. So I thought I was paying for a plushie plus a digital code, and I'm like, that's a pretty good deal because you get a little
fuck,
plushie, which is a cool like Shantae plushie, and then you also get you also get a code, but that wasn't the case. I didn't think I'd have to look at this. I didn't think I'd have to look at the fucking tiny fine print on the back of the box. But when I got back to the office and I looked at the back of the box after I bought the fucking item, it said, in order to redeem the code, bring this to the cashier at your Best Buy that you purchased it, and they will give you the confirmation code on your receipt to get the fucking thing. So I had to talk to the cashier in order to get the goddamn code because it wasn't in the fucking box, even though it says comes with digital code.
Jesus.
So I went back to Best Buy, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, excuse me, I got this fucking box. I said exactly like that, obviously. But I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, I got this box, but it doesn't come. Can you please give me the digital code for this? And she's like, we don't have that. And she's like, if you want the digital code, we'll send it to you in like 24 hours via the Best Buy information stuff. And because I didn't sign up with their fucking Best Buy partner program, I didn't have any of my information in their system, so I had to sign up for the Best Buy information program there. So I went there twice, both rejected digital fucking code for the game, for the fucking
What?
new Shantae game. And when I went back to the office, I waited and waited, and I waited 4 fucking days. And during that time, the one thing I got, the only Best Buy fucking thing I got, was save 10% off this new Best Buy thing by signing up for the program. And I'm like, you didn't send me the fucking digital code. You only gave me advertisements to your fucking thing. And the worst part about this is the same experience happened again, but it wasn't for a digital code. It was for a new. I got a fucking figure. I purchased a figure from Big Bad Toys.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come in fucking August.
What the fuck?
I signed up for this information, and the only fucking thing they sent me was a goddamn thing for a sale for a figure instead of sending me the fucking confirmation that they sent the figure out.
Oh my god.
So I swear to God, moral of the story: put your fucking codes in the box.
What the fuck was the point of that?
You got a map and then die.
I was so mad, man. I wrote this down. I'm like, I was like this whole process. Best Buy was supposed to
Wait, you
send
wrote
me
a manifesto because of this?
Yes, because I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe that not only did they not send me the digital code, they fucking were sending me like this partnership program to save 10% off on a fucking Best Buy item. And it's like, you didn't send me the code. You didn't send me this. You're a fucking liar.
But Corey,
but also, it's not your fault. It's the dickheads who made this item and didn't put the fucking code in the box.
Sorry, are you sure that's exactly what
That's
happened?
exactly what, dude, on the back of the box, I am not, Corey is in this, I swear to fuck, the back of the box said, show this to the assistant at your Best Buy, they will give you, this is verbatim, this is like written, line for line, they will give you the code for the item, if you have it, and Best Buy doesn't have the fucking code, they can only email it to you, and they didn't fucking email it to me, even though I signed up for the Best Buy program.
Corey, why do you want a plushie so bad?
No, he wants the Shantae digital game.
Oh, I thought it was a plushie of Shantae.
No, I just wanted
I thought you just wanted to like put her in a jar and do shit.
Yeah, I just wanted to put it in a jar and cum on it, and then upload it to Cum Jar. No, dude, I ended up just buying the game on Steam. And the game was mediocre. I didn't even fucking finish it because after that I was just like, I'm just buying this fucking game. Fuck you, Best Buy. Fuck you, whoever made this like plushie game thing. I don't know who did it. Power One, whatever. You guys are dickheads.
It's like the Nathan For You scheme where he's just like, oh yeah, you can get your gas for free, but you have to like sit on a mountain for free.
Yeah, you have to hike up a mountain and put it in a fucking like mailbox to get your rebate. I remember that. Yeah.
I love that.
Dude, that made me so angry. I was just like, I was done. I'm like, I hate Best Buy. This solidified it.
I hate Best Buy too.
That solidified it. I am never, ever going to Best Buy again. These fucking dillweeds. And also, Best Buy is probably not going to be around anymore because our Best Buy looks like a goddamn fucking...
Same with our one. They're all like dying. Like,
yeah, good. They're shitty. Ooh. They're horrible. Best Buy sucks. Best Buy hasn't been good in years. It's a joke. The only reason Best Buy exists is for these fucking geriatrics who think they have a hacked printer. So they bring their fucking printer in. They're like, my printer doesn't work. And they bring it to the goddamn Geek Squad.
Oh man, the Geek Squad's the worst. They're just a bunch of fat old dudes that like got hired for no reason. And
they don't know what the fuck they're doing. These old people, bless their hearts, but also they're so stupid. This old lady brought her printer in because it wasn't working. And it's like, he's like, did you check to see if there was any ink in it? And she's like, I don't know how to open it. And it's like, Jesus, dude.
I don't know how to open it.
It's like, this is unbelievable how dumb these people are. It's like, well, you think anytime you bring your toaster in because it stops working? It's like you're an idiot.
No, yeah, I brought my broken computer to a Best Buy once, and I went to Geek Squad because I had just moved to America and I didn't know what it was. I was like, these guys will fix it. And I was like, hey, is there any way you can fix this computer without wiping the hard drive? And he was like, oh, yeah. And then he was like, oh, no, well, we're going to have to wipe the hard drive.
Oh, my God.
Just like, that's exactly what I want you not to do.
Chris, I went to Geek Squad with Jeff because I needed to get
Jeff is a squig. What?
Yeah, I needed to get a new battery in my phone. Because my phone battery is a little old, so I went there, and we just waited in line for like 30 minutes. From like all these like old people and just dumb people who just walk in and sit down, and I didn't know this. And then finally, after like 30 minutes, someone comes out and they're just like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I need this." And they're like, "Did you set up an appointment?" And we're like, no. And they're like, you have to set up an appointment or else we can't help you. It's like, why? Well, you can't have walk-ins? It's like, you have to have an appointment? Are you fucking kidding me? It's like Best Buy, you need to go out of business just for your own fucking hubris that you think you're good enough to get Geek Squad appointments. Go fuck yourself.
Who knows? Maybe they were getting a lot of people at the time.
No, that's it. Yeah, the same old person with their printer comes in every fucking week. And it's like that scene.
Yeah, they got their regulars for sure.
It's that scene from SpongeBob with the fish man. He's like, how many times do we have to tell you, old man? Every time they come in from fucking Geek Squad. Alright, so that was my rant. And I mean, you could tell me if it was warranted, but man, that shit's bullshit. Put your digital code in a fucking box and don't waste my time.
Or just don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like with Geek Squad and shit like that, like, they have their marks, you know what I mean? Like, they have their old people that they know, like, every time this person comes in, I literally just have to, like, go into the task manager and close something, and then I can ask him for $100.
Save that.
It's like, dude, I'm so fucking mad, because my, I had, like, a really good car mechanic, and I brought Monica's car in, and the thing that it ended up being was like something really stupid. It was literally like the sensor on the gas cap was causing the check engine light to go on.
Yeah.
But I brought the car in for that because I was like, the check engine light's on. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. Car seems to be running fine.
Yeah.
and they were like, oh yeah, it's like just the gas cap. And like, ever since then, they like, because like if you're a man and you walk into like a car dealership, usually they don't jerk you around.
Yeah.
Yes.
But since I did that, they like lost respect for me, and now every time I go in there, they're like, oh yeah, you need to fix the axle and you need to fix the water pump, and you need just like, no, I don't. Like
dude, that kind of stuff, it's like a rite of passage.
I have to find a new mechanic now because my old one I think is jerking me around.
Dude, I that's scary because I know nothing about cars, so I feel if I went to a dealership, I'd be like, how do my condo work? And they'll be like, oh, this motherfucker rubbing their hands together.
Here's what you gotta do.
If you find one, let me know, by the way.
You just gotta get a pair of those like fisherman like racist dad sunglasses, you know what I mean?
Be like, the old carburetor on the 241 is there.
Yeah, you just like they just assumed that I knew about cars when I walked in there, and I know a little bit about old cars because I had a 1993 Ford Taurus that like broke down constantly. But yeah, like these newfangled fucking like anything post like 2010, I don't know jack shit about.
Dude, newer cars are sick. When they got like sensors on the back that tell you when you're pulling out, pulling in, and they like make alarm sounds.
Oh, dude, I would love a fucking car with like a rear view camera.
Oh god, yeah. Like, recently got a car, and his car has that. His car has like it has like an alarm when you're backing up, if a car's coming, it warns you if cars are coming. Puts like a little alert sign on, being like, don't back out because cars are coming.
Yeah.
And like when you get close, Chris, you have the same thing. It has like a radar that tells you how close you are. Those are genius. And that's the future I'm glad we live in. I'm glad we don't live in stick shift only, fucking fog on the screen, old CD players that like have CDs that get broken and stuck in your CD player. I don't know if this is just me, but this is...
No, I completely agree. When I went back to Ireland, I was like, this is my first time in Ireland and I'm actually able to fucking drive.
Oh, chargers too. Chargers built into cars.
Yeah. But I was like, Mom, can I use your car? I want to come back to Ireland and drive around. She was like, but you drive automatic. And I was like, yeah, but Dad taught me manual before I left to America years ago. And I was like, I can learn it again. And I got back, and I did learn it again. I drove all the way from fucking Carlow to Wexford. And then right as I was pulling into my mom and dad's driveway, the fucking car stalled. And I blocked the main road, and I had all of these cars like, like everyone's like freaking out at me, and it completely traumatized me. And now I never want to drive manual again. And I'm just like, what? It can just stall and just leave you in the middle of the road. And I like, obviously you can turn it off and turn it back on again, but it freaked me out so bad. I just don't even want to bother.
Car stuff, that shit scares me. Ooh. When I drove once a blue moon like ages ago, it was back like. It's been a while since I've drove. Basically, I have to get my license again and do all that stuff. That's why I'm building my credit so I can afford a car.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere close to a car credit era, but like I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But like I need a car. So, anyways, when I was driving, like I was very attentive, but because I was so attentive, if somebody like somehow broke out of like you know, if we're like in like if we're in like a simulation, but then like someone if you think of like everyone's driving the same way, it's like black and white, but then some lunatic decides to not follow the rules and they just like break the simulation and they break my like cone of vision, I shut down, I freak out. I'm like, oh my god, this person broke the rules of driving. Teacher, he's not driving right. I fucking freak out. And I like, I don't know, I have to somehow like master that, and I fear that. I fear about getting back into driving.
You fear the monster within.
Dealing with like people who are stupid. But I can already observe that, not even driving, and see how dumb people can be. The most common one is nobody uses their fucking turn signal, and they just swerve in front of you, and they're just like, oh, he knows I'm turning.
Yeah.
It's like, you're insane, dude. Just use your fucking, make it like riding a bike or like blinking your eyes. Turn your fucking turn signal on every time you turn.
Yeah, people here are like, the move that I absolutely hate is when you turn on your turn signal and then someone speeds up to not let you pass.
God.
So often
Every
here.
dickhead
I made a whole cartoon about that. I was fucking mad about it. That was like real anger.
I feel like if there was like an app, a tattle app, right?
You want to squeal?
Yeah, there's a squeal tattle app.
I think for cars that should be acceptable.
You could like tattle on this fucking thing. This is the future. Everyone's chipped and stuff. You can press a button. Suddenly a radar goes
You
off.
You want to have everyone chipped just so you can tattle on them?
Yes.
Corey, you are fucking.
For these people. These people.
You can't start
these
that.
These people get targeted.
Because then it won't be just these people.
You didn't let me finish what I was saying.
Go on.
It's not a tattle. It's a button you press because they're not driving black and white. These motherfuckers' cars are halted. A metal thing goes over their wheels. They try to get out. Their car doesn't fucking move.
This is some
Suddenly,
1984
a goddamn robot comes out, aims its fucking projectiles at him, shoots 40 fucking missile launchers, and blows him to Kingdom Come.
Okay, fair enough.
This is the tattle. It's called death. That's what you get if you don't follow the rules of the road. If you're a fucking aggressive driver and you're just a dick, what happened? This is the tattle app. Boom, you're dead, and all your family are alerted that you tattled, and they just have to turn a fucking blind eye,
dude.
And it's on everyone's permanent record.
You want to know my like trillionaire fantasy?
Yes.
I get this little fucking like Prius,
Yeah.
and I take it in, and I get like Lockheed Martin to make this thing like out of lead, like built like a fucking tank, and I got this little Prius, and I start driving late at night, just on a road with 2 lanes. And when the big fucking truck starts tailgating me and like getting real up my ass, I just slam on the brakes and send this little fucking lead ball Prius through their front end like a goddamn cannonball.
This is a good idea for video games.
If they live, I get out and I walk over to their driver's seat and I say, you know how fast you were going?
Hey,
I'm gonna need your insurance, buddy. You just hit my car.
Hey, developers, I have an idea for a game. It's called it's basically this. It's a driving simulator where anytime you experience people cutting up, speeding in front of you, doing this stuff, they have a little fucking target that follows over them, and you can follow them, and then you get upgrades to upgrade your vehicle. It's basically like playing Twisted Metal, only you target those who don't follow the fucking rules of the road. That, like, their goddamn thing. And you follow them. And then it becomes like this own little battle arena. They get stuff, but their upgrades aren't as good as yours. Your upgrades are better. And then you mow them down, and it's like a takedown thing. You can have like old like yellow card music playing in the background, like you're playing takedown or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can careen them off cliffs and get points for all the flips they do as they explode into the fucking air.
Man, I fucking love this game. Like, look at that.
Yeah, this game is fucking like, it's addicting. It's also fun to just rant. Also, it's really fucking hot. If you're wondering why I'm like kind of like heated, it's very hot. It's like currently during a heat wave.
Corey, this is gonna kick ass. Oh my god, this is so fucking amazing.
XP.
Okay, XP.
Yeah, because you're gonna get a lot more.
Oh my god, a bird.
That is the best thing.
Bird. Cross.
Garlic.
You no cross.
Dude.
And then you do whip.
Dude.
See,
that was the most amazing.
That's why this game is the best.
Yeah, this. Oh no. Go for it, go! Oh, I love these little birdies. Oh fuck.
I'm glad we're all on the same page. I feel like everyone comes together and they talk about their like fucking like road experiences.
Honestly, whenever you go out on the road, isn't it like you run into 1 or 2 absolute psychos that could kill you every single day here?
Yeah.
It is insane.
Nonchalantly. They could nonchalantly kill you and they don't even realize.
No! Oh my god.
Oh my god. Whip.
Nene? I'm dead.
I had one today.
Nene, get a whipping.
I fucking died.
I had one on the way over here, actually, where a guy, like, pulled out in front of me in a fucking smart car, and it was like, dude, if I
hate those fucking cars.
I could fucking obliterate you right now.
I hate those cars so much.
And you're driving a smart car. What makes you think I won't want to?
I target you in particular.
Oh my god. Oh my god! You might as well be driving Mobility Mary's scooter at that point. I love you, birdie.
The bird's good. Just like in real life, when birds shoot like fucking holy bullets
at
all
fucking
the demons.
awesome.
I did see this thing the other day, and it was stupid as fuck, but I think it appealed to, like, the same visceral sense that makes me like those, like, little yellow dome submarine things that, like, one person sits in.
Yeah.
But it was, like, this little fucking car. It was basically like a motorcycle, but with, like, a car enclosure.
Oh,
like, it had, like,
I've seen that.
Had, like, 3 wheels, basically, but it was, like, enclosed. It wasn't one of those kind of sporty ones.
It's like a speeder bike.
It was stupid. It was dumb looking, but I kind of dug it for like only I can sit in this kind of way.
So it was a single seater with 3 wheels.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's kind of cool. It's like a pod with 3 wheels.
Magic Wand's pretty good, Corey.
I mean, yeah, it is, but you need to have a lot of them for it to be like really worth it.
Yeah.
You guys need to stop talking about your dildos on this channel.
Chris would use the other players, but they're kind of annoying. It's better to have the whip. You get a huge advantage early on.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's better enemies, like the cleric is probably good, and the skeleton,
Yeah.
but you gotta be more skilled. Chris is way more skilled than me, but
I love ooh.
it's hard though.
It is a bit odd, isn't it? Fuck. What's wrong, Corey?
Nothing. I just had a Ranorak, and I'm like exhausted from screaming about fucking stuff that like I don't do, like driving and.
Here we go.
Yeah, you got really passionate about that for someone that doesn't drive. And you know what? As a driver, I appreciate you as an ally.
I mean, I just think it's like bullshit because it's like you have to do this fucking written test. You have to pass with like a high score, and then after that you can just go out and fucking never do the rules again. Like
Yeah,
it's like
that's
it's just
true.
bullshit.
Oh.
And I know I'm not saying like make a title app, but I'm saying like it would be really satisfying is people like that, their cars just locked up because they're being
fuck.
dickheads, and then they get in trouble because you're the one who's not being a dickhead. You're following the rules. You know,
fucking bats.
Guilty until proven innocent. You could have something like that, a system like that.
I want the garlic again, Corey.
Garlic is good early because you can take out all the bats, but
then it's kind of useless.
yeah, then it's useless. Then you want the Bible and shit because the
I will
Bible's
say,
better.
I was in a friend's Tesla recently.
Oh, they're so cool.
They are cool, but they have like a self-driving thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Are they good?
dude, your Tesla drives like a dick.
Does it?
Kind of a little bit. It drives fine.
Yeah, no, I personally like them. I know people have their gripes.
I think their gripes are more with the guy, not with the...
I mean, like, I'm not to say anything, but I do think like electric cars are good considering how fucked gas is. Like, gas is fucked.
I can see both ways now because like the power grids are like turning on and off everywhere. So
yeah, that's not good. Maybe like figure that shit
electric
out.
cars is not gonna fix that. It's
It's
gonna
because
make it
we
worse.
it's because we fucking hate like upgrading infrastructure.
Yeah.
Every single time like something bad happens, we're like, we should fix this, and then like the thing bad stops happening for a little bit, and we're like, it will never happen again.
Maybe everyone should just get hybrids.
When
I don't know.
When I was touring, like gas was like 140 for like 400 like miles, and it added up fast. 400 miles really isn't that much when you're touring and driving for like fucking 9 straight hours. That's like $700 just to get to your next venue. It's fucking really expensive.
Yeah.
So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Gas isn't that great, but I mean, if it was electric, I don't know what it would have been like. What an electric van? It isn't even think those exists. Electric tour vans.
I want my orb.
Why do you want it? So you can get a benefit?
Wait, you actually used a tour van, really?
Yeah, we
That
went.
must have been awesome.
It wasn't.
No?
Oh, I could say this. I was gonna say this, but Enterprise. You ever heard of Enterprise?
Yeah.
They suck. They're the worst. Enterprise. Don't ever use Enterprise for vans. They have all this like bullshit, like stuff meant to fuck you over. Like they're unfair. Honestly, like they. To explain how bad Enterprise is, they're like not all enterprises are the same. Some enterprises are different. It just depends on where you go. You know, it's a luck of the draw. And another thing about Enterprise is it's first come, first serve. If you see a van you like and you can't get it then and there, if someone shows up and gets it, you're not getting that van. They will not save you a van.
Wow.
So we wanted a van. It was the perfect van. It was slightly bigger than the one we had, but because we went there, apparently, like, Dylan was gonna buy it, but you have to be like 21 years old Or no, you have to have, sorry, your credit has to be like, I forget what it was. It was like, your credit has to be 3,000. Dylan didn't have 3,000 on his credit. He was just building his credit.
I don't
That's
think that
not a real number. Yeah.
No, this is true.
That's not the right number. No, good credit is like 750.
No, for a credit card, you needed a 3,000 limit.
I see.
No, good credit is between 1,000, right? I don't know, but
I also like how we just made that fucking like meme sound. Like,
but I see.
Yeah,
That's
so
annoying.
so he went there and he didn't have a credit card to do that, so he had to get his mom to go out there. But before that, we had another member who did have enough credit, but he wasn't old enough because apparently it's not 21. I think it's like
25.
Yeah, it's 25. You have to be 25 years old.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense because you can be 18 and buy cigarettes, but you can't be 25 years old and rent a fucking van?
You can die in a war for your country at 18.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't, it's just, that makes no sense. But here's another thing too, is it's different where you are. They didn't say that on the website when Dylan went there. They didn't say anything about the age requirement for credit. They said that after he went there. So when he went to get his mom, we wasted time and the van we wanted was gone.
That sucks.
And another thing that's fucked up is they have certain times when you can drop the car off, and if you go over it, they'll overcharge you for it. And the worst part is you can't drop it off over that time. If you don't get it in with that time window, they count it as the next day. So we missed it by like 2 hours, and they were like, okay, pay a $500 fee because you were late an hour.
Fuck, that sucks.
But since we were touring, it's like, how the fuck were we gonna plan that ahead? It's like, we told them, we warned them, and they were just like, you have to be here within a certain hour, but their fucking bank hours were like from 3 to 5. It's like, how are we supposed to get here within the fucking your 3-hour time period? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So they screwed us up doing that. So Enterprise sucks. If you can find a tour van anywhere else, do not use Enterprise. Another thing too is when we got the van, they had all these like things. It's like, do you want to pay $12 for like, I don't know, like an insurance price? You want to pay $150 to insure all the items in the van? Do you want to pay like $150 for us to clean your windows? Do you want like $50? We'll suck your dick. It's like all this fucking money prices on like he was like going down an iPad and it was just like tallying up, and it's like, I guess we want all this stuff. It's like, dude, we're not made of money, motherfucker. We're trying to tour here.
Yeah.
It
Sorry,
sucks.
Corey.
No, that's just the start of the tour. I have more stories about the tour, but I don't want to get into that. To like, I want to like spread that out like as we're like doing more things.
I
like,
want to spread you out, you pink piece of ass.
But yeah, touring was fun, but like the tour van was not. And like, I wish it was bigger. And we wanted the bigger one, but we didn't get it. Some dickhead, they had like 5 of them, and they were all gone by the time we got here. The only one we could get was like the smallest one, basically.
I see.
And we had to make it work. And another thing too is like, they don't want they want one person driving the whole fucking time, which is complete bullshit. Like, if you're already spending $3 million on a fucking tour van, then fuck you. Anyone can fucking drive it. It just means that person is insured and has to pay for the fucking van after. What does it matter who fucking drives it? It's like, if you're screwed after that, whatever. It goes on that person's permanent record. Who gives a shit? Like, I don't understand that. Oh, get that. I don't know what that is. Oh. That's a money thing, Chris.
I mean, just like with anything insurance, the whole goal of it is to not actually fulfill their end of
dude, insurance is a joke.
Yeah.
I could go on a fucking rant about insurance recently with like St. Louis. Like the St. Louis flooding. My friend made a GoFundMe about this stuff because he got totally...
No!
Oh no!
I hate Fortnite!
No!
You're ruining my immersion, you stupid!
You do play Fortnite, I knew it, I knew it!
Don't! And treasure.
Nice. Blue treasure chest.
Oh, I got pee in me. I'm holding it in.
You have to pee?
Yep. What's that?
That's the fire thing where you shoot fire.
Fire. Okay.
Keep going, P.P. O'Neill.
I actually
Don't call me that.
Touring was really fun. It was quite the experience. You know what's funny? This is actually really hilarious. When we first talked about like how I was in a band, nobody even fucking knew who we were, but people still found us just because I said we were in a band.
Oh, really?
And I forgot to say it because like you guys were like, hey Corey, what band are you in? I'm like, oh, I'm in band. And you were like, oh, and then I got interrupted. I didn't know what the fuck I was saying because my brain can only work in one direction.
Oh, okay, I'm dead. Fuck,
Your band is called One Direction?
Yeah, that's my band.
Corey, give a 10-second review. Go.
Of Vampire Survivor?
Yeah.
It's good. Get Vampire Survival Presto Start. There you go.
Collection.
It's fun. It's really fun. It's addicting. It's longevity. Sometimes
It's longevity. It's big.
Sometimes
it's
you just want
powerful.
to play games that don't suck ass.
It's a cool male fantasy.
Yeah, it kind of empowers the male fantasy, and this is the only reason to play video games.
Yeah,
You can
that's
do
what
it.
I was
Empower the
looking
male
at too.